evening. Welcome back to another riveting episode of the Cantina Carpool Podcast. This evening I'll be your host. My name is Colin. Along with me are these fine gentlemen alongside me. Gentlemen, welcome.
Hey, I'm Sam.
Jacob.
And tonight's episode is going to be, again, all about Star Wars. This time, you might remember from a few episodes ago, we did a game show, more or less, of trivia from Star Wars. So I've got, the crowd loves Jacob here. So we got Kelly and Davey both
Good thing we got you.
Yep, we picked up the right guy today. So this is another episode then of what we're going to do for Star Wars trivia. So I'll be hosting as usual, because of the three of us, I have the least amount of knowledge of Star Wars, because I refuse to watch anything besides the original trilogy and the sequel trilogy.
Missing out.
You are.
Allegedly.
You need to just go through and watch everything, start to finish. Even the cartoons, all the shows.
Don't skip on the cartoons.
How long do you think that would take me to go through everything that you guys have probably seen?
I've seen that it's a couple of days.
It's probably not as long as you would think.
The cartoons.
But I bet if you spent like a solid 5 to 6 hours every single weekend.
Okay.
I don't know. You could probably get through it in like a year and a half.
Yeah, and the cartoons are pretty lengthy. At
Yeah.
least Clone Wars, yeah.
Yeah, Clone Wars and Rebels.
All right.
They do take a while, but yeah, I think you could.
It's
Go do
definitely
it.
doable.
All right, so I am going to be drawing up something a little different over here, because I'm going to be keeping score. But what you gentlemen will be keeping track of in front of you is a answer board. So as I read these questions, you'll be able to... It's more dedication than his real estate license. Yeah. If only I spent as much time on that license as I do, or as these guys do watching Star Wars.
Alright, looks like Kelly needs to go out to eat. Yeah, you can catch
Skip
our
it.
episode. Yeah, skip
Skip dinner. Fuck that.
Yeah, you can catch the episode on YouTube. We always upload usually within a day after
I'll make
the
sure
live
to
stream
upload it
ends.
tonight for you. Provided nothing
go.
needs to get cut out.
What a nice
again.
guy doing it right away.
Sam spouting off his Snapchat. Enjoy dinner. Thanks for joining us for the intro. Keeping score over here. I'll be asking the questions. You guys will be providing the answers. Hopefully the correct ones. You'll both write them down at the
Maybe
same
we'll have
time.
to turn in so you don't see
I don't want to
players.
cheat on
Maybe,
shit.
yeah. If you just
I'll
want to
move my chair
pivot your
over
boards
there.
or something. And if I need to move that main camera, I can too. Looks like I'm gonna have to. Oh, maybe.
Too easy to see right now.
Yeah,
We can make this work.
we can't cut out the Guinness sign. We're gonna leave it right where it is.
No, you can't.
Okay, so I do have 2 rounds of questions. One of those rounds is just normal 10 trivia questions. The other is kind of like what we did in that last episode, where there's multiple scenarios in which something has occurred, and you guys can take turns listing off an occurrence that you're aware of until either you've wrung them all dry, or you both have not... You can't remember what else is out there. Do we have a preference on what order we... What's up, nerd? Hello. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. Hope you're ready for some Star Wars. Do we have an order that we wish to go in?
I guess it doesn't matter.
I'd say go trivia first. Let me warm up.
The normal questions first, and then... Okay.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I think that's adequate, because last time we did it in the other order, and it was supposed to be a warm-up, but it was turned out to be a real thinker
I could see that being
to figure out the scenarios. Okay. So, we're going to have round 1 and round 2. So, without further ado, we're going to move into our trivia questions. Hey, we got a handful of followers right now. Who else is out there? If If you haven't commented yet, who's watching?
You will have to follow us in order to comment. So if you're out there lurking, make sure to create an account and follow us, and then you can comment on our videos. We'll interact with you.
Partake in our conversation, sabotage these guys, and make them think the right answer is wrong.
That's cheating.
I'm ready to get into this. I'm excited.
Yeah, good.
All right, well, let's get into it. Star
I'm ready.
Wars trivia. Number 2. Okay, I gotta put my pen down. Dramatic effect over here. All right, here we go. Oh, we got Jacob in this. It never fails. I gotta pivot that camera more. Okay, gentlemen, here is your question number 1. What kind of ship did Luke pilot in order to help destroy the Death Star? Messing with my camera.
Yeah. Kind of ship did Luke pilot?
What kind of ship did Luke pilot in order to help destroy the Death Star? There's an obvious answer and there's a specific answer. Let's see how specific we get.
Alright, I'm ready.
Alright,
I got X-Wing.
X-Wing.
Definitely an X-Wing. I'm gonna say T-65 X-Wing. X-Wing. If
65. Woohoo!
am I right?
You are correct. Both of you are correct. I forgot to mention any sort of bonus point for detail, but
I'll give you
I'm
detail.
gonna have to
if you want
just give you.
detail.
Yeah, I'm just
I'll
gonna
give
have
you
to give you the 1 point each
Okay.
for that because
Alright.
I didn't specify.
You're gonna have to get your shit together for the next time we do trivia.
I'm telling you, I'm coming.
I'm blowing it on question 1 already.
He's coming in hot.
Going in hot. Here we go. So last time you played Sam, you played Austin, and you did emerge victorious.
I was victorious.
Are you going to hold your championship?
Probably not, but we'll see. Oh, after talking to this guy for just a little bit, seems like he's already a
I mean,
Star Wars fanatic.
I would
more
say
than
you got
myself.
the right guy in here for that. I mean,
Yeah.
if you want to talk Star Wars, I'll talk Star Wars.
I can talk Star Wars.
Now we need to bring Austin back into the mix so we can have a 4-way conversation of just nothing but
That would
Star
be good.
Wars.
I'd come back for that.
Probably more people than that even too.
We'll have to make sure that you rewatch all the movies and watch the shows before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
then you
won't
can
remember any of it.
Then you can engage in the conversation with us.
Gotcha. I'll get right on that.
Good. You better.
Okay. Question number 2. I'm gonna cross that off. That way I don't reread it. Who plays the role of Cassian Andor in the movie Rogue One? Looking for the name of the actor. Ooh.
I'm stumped.
One of these gentlemen has quickly written an answer,
And the other?
and the
not
other
written.
is still thinking. One eternity later. Hey, Austin's joined us. Sequels
Hey,
only.
there we go.
Sequels only.
Sequel.
No,
No,
absolutely not.
never happening. Ooh.
Alright, who plays the role of Cassian Andor in the movie Rogue One?
I don't remember. I should know this.
Don't look at the screen. Austin's trying to give you the answer. Austin, quit that shit. No answers from the chat.
Alright. My answer is
Show them both.
asshole.
Awesome. Nope. Sorry, but that's not correct. But
Oh my god.
Jacob has the correct answer. It is
Diego
Diego
Luna?
Luna.
Diego
Oh,
Luna. I mean,
I
his name's
never-
everywhere right now.
I didn't even know that was his name.
Yeah, we got Andor Season 2 coming out here this month. His name's everywhere right now.
Is he
Except-
playing the same role?
Same role, yep.
Okay.
Yep.
They made this question specific, the one that because I'm not smart enough to write these on my own, so I search Reddit and Google for my questions, but the way they wrote the question makes it seem like maybe he was just the one character for just Rogue One. But
Well, they based, I mean, his character is what based the Andor show off of, and did so well. Now they got a second season coming out this month. So,
Alright.
all based on his character.
And the first season was very good.
Oh, I
If you haven't watched Andor season 1, go and watch it now because you really need to.
doing a rewatch, actually this morning I started watching. I got through the first 4 episodes this morning. Just kind of
Nice.
watching it. It's a good
It's
show.
so good. So good.
We move on to question number 3.
So I got a point for that, right?
Absolutely not. No, Mosshole does not count. Fantastic name for our dear friend, however, not the one I was looking for this role. Question number 3. What are the furry animals used by the rebels on Hoth, who indeed smell worse on the inside? What are the furry animals used by the rebels of Hoth?
Got that one. Ready?
Mhm.
3, 2, 1. Come on, get the camera going, Fallon. What are you doing?
I thought you were showing me.
Tauntaun.
I can't even. Oh, okay. All right. Both got it correct.
Said furry creatures, and I thought immediately went to Ewoks.
Mine too. Yeah.
And then
I
I
said
heard him say
Hoth.
Hoth, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. We had the same thought process there.
All right. We are booking along. Bro, these questions are way easier. What the fuck? Yeah, after your pitiful attempt last time, I had to dumb it down a little bit. Don't worry, they do get
Give me
harder.
his questions. I want to hear.
Yeah, right? We'll probably have to double back and see how many of those Jacob would get.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Okay. Question number 4. Dun, 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 dun. We need some like dramatic music. Dun, 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 dun. Like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Question number 4
Now
is.
hiring a drummer and a
Yeah.
keyboard
Yeah.
player.
We need a band to
podcast.
sit in the back corner over here.
For the nice price of $0 per episode.
We're really looking for somebody skilled who is willing to work for free
For a beer.
for a beer. Yes, I could pay a beer. Question number 4. On what planet did Rey meet Luke? On what planet did Rey meet Luke? Oh, the questions are not so easy anymore. Rock Band? We should play Rock Band on the stream.
I really don't remember. I feel like I should know this too.
Do you feel like you guys would know it eventually? Or is this like drawing a blank altogether?
I can picture it, I can see it, I can just not name it because Exegol is the only thing that comes to my mind.
This is a sequel question,
It's a
and that's
sequel.
why it's a bad question.
It's not a bad question. It's a good, I mean,
No, it's a good question. Bad time period in Star Wars universe.
Not a very... Where the hell were the sequel questions? Austin's all bent out of shape here because he didn't get these questions.
and I'm struggling on that one.
Any guesses? Write
I
down
think
a
it has
guess.
like a 4 or 5 in the name. I
Write
could be
down a
wrong.
guess. Write down a guess. Worst thing, you're
I
wrong.
can't even spell it right.
We're looking for the planet that Rey met Luke. Riveting stuff.
I feel terrible.
Will they guess correct?
I got something in my mind, but it's not correct. I know.
Also, you're not slick. I see your message on the back of your board.
Oh, yeah. You like that?
Kelly will like that when she watches the rerun.
Yeah, she will.
And I cannot think of it. I can think of the creatures on it. I'm thinking Exegol, and
Right.
I know that's not right.
We're out of time. Get your answers down.
Pog Island.
Pog
Pog.
Island.
I keep wanting to call them Pog because those are little creatures,
Pog
right?
Island.
It's not the right answer.
It's 100% wrong. I know it's wrong, but I wanted to write it down. Korriban.
Korriban? Okay. Unfortunately, neither of you are correct.
I don't.
The planet in which Rey met Luke is called Octua.
Oh,
Octo.
Octu.
Octu.
Yeah, I should have known that one. I did know that.
when I was writing the question and writing the answer, all I could think of was octave.
Oh,
You were spit on that dime.
That's why I said that way. It is octave.
oh, the other planet I was thinking of was Tython. That's what I was thinking of. It's not Tython.
Austin, did you know that one? Would you have been 1 point up here?
He probably would have known that one.
You probably would.
He probably would have been 3.
It's not a
was it
hard
4
one. It
for
just,
4?
it just,
3
it
for
just,
3?
just didn't click in my head.
Okay, so early on here, we're 4 questions in. The score is 3-2. Jacob. Austin did know that. Of course he did.
Austin gets a point.
Austin gets a point. Austin, how many of these did you get already?
Austin, play along with us.
You probably got them all so far, right?
I think he got
Which is
all
why
of
he's
them.
complaining about it.
But I got a bonus point, so
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I got the bonus point.
If there's a tiebreaker, I guess you win.
I got all sequels. Nice. Okay, question number 5. Who was the original requester of the clone army to be bred in Camino? Who was the original requester for a clone army to be bred on Camino? Alright, are we ready? Go ahead and show them to the game. Bro, come on. Cypher Diaz. Alright. Both got it right?
Yep.
Bro, come on.
I had to think for a second there.
Austin, did you get that one right?
Yeah. I don't think he did. No, he would have failed.
It's called out as a failure. Wow.
Alright.
I think you would have gotten that one.
We are halfway through the first round. Make Star Wars trivia hard again. I will. I'll make it hard again when you join us.
If you join us next time, it'll be impossible.
Part number 3. Ooh, part number 3. Real talk. Part number 3 should be like between all 3 of you. I think that would be awesome. Like a 3-way trivia.
That would be good.
Okay. Question number 6. What is the main economic product on Bespin Cloud City? What is the main economic product on Bespin Cloud City?
How specific are we getting?
You know, I didn't know this, so I'm just going off of what the internet said.
I know like what it is. I don't remember the specific name for it.
That's where I am. I
Okay.
think I definitely think I would spell it wrong.
It is a certain material and it has a name to it, so I guess we'll give 2 points for the full name and we'll give 1 point for the type of material it is. What is the main economic
I'm
product
guessing on how to
on
spell
Bespin
this.
Cloud City?
I don't remember. I can't think of the name of the specific.
Okay.
All right. How about once we turn our boards to answer, Austin has to type in his answer when we.
Austin, yeah,
Or,
Austin
wait,
type it up.
or no, maybe we
as soon as
say
he's-
once we're ready, then Austin has to chat his answer.
As soon as Austin types in the answer, then you switch your boards around.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Let's do
he
that.
doesn't know this one.
Oh, damn.
Oh, okay.
Get shit on.
All right.
Alright.
Ready?
I'm gonna
Show him.
Oh, yep. Here.
Type in gas and
I just said
gas.
gas. I know it's gas.
Where'd the confidence go, guys? Where'd the confidence
What is it actually called? Because I don't think I spelt this right.
They have it listed as Tabana gas.
Tabana.
Tabana,
gas. Okay,
yeah.
so I was somewhat close. Type in.
You were so close to it.
I know it was Tib something gas.
I would.
So, yeah, the
I don't
question on lies, did you get 2 points from that?
I don't know. You could give it to him.
I
I'll
was
take
thinking
one
the right
and
thing.
give
I
him
would
two.
just.
You're giving him the 2 points?
Sure, why not?
Ooh, what a player. What a
He
gentleman.
was close enough in my mind.
So Jacob got 2 points from that. For being specific, Sam still got gas, so, I mean, not currently, he got that as his answer. And he has 1 point because of it. Moving on. Dun, 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 dun. What is the genre of music played at the Mos Eisley Cantina? Oh, Sam. Uh-oh, Sam, you
Why
are in
not?
jeopardy.
I-
What is the genre
Ooh.
of music played at the Mos Eisley
That's a
Cantina?
good question, because I don't think I know that.
This is a family show, right?
Yeah, this is
I did not get one
technically
for
rated at
Oswald.
R, as Twitch would call it. What does Twitch call? It's not suitable for children. That's what it is.
It's the genre of music.
Ezra, go to
We're
bed.
looking for the genre of music that is played in the cantina on Mos Eisley.
Son, go to bed. Don't.
Oh!
Uh-oh. I gave him too much time. We should have a timer.
Yeah.
Alright. I think we're just going to show them at the same time because that's been working well. Go ahead, boys.
Jizz.
Jizz! Both are correct. 1
Well-
point per player.
And with all the political correctness nowadays, they actually did retitle that.
Did they really?
Yeah, in the last year or so.
Oh my god.
I don't know what they retitled it to because I
That's
won't.
so dumb.
I won't call it whatever it is. It will always be jizz.
The whole Slave One thing was just stupid.
No, she's not a hut. She's not a hut slayer, and it is not
Hut Slayer.
Jabba's. It is not Boba's ship. It was Slave One.
Yes.
She is Slave Leia, and this is jizz.
And this is Jizz.
Hut
Most
Slayer?
important.
That's what they...
She's Hut Slayer Leia.
Hut Slayer.
Yeah, and actually I read it. There's a book.
Sounds worse.
Yeah.
Well, there's a book. There's a Leia book that came out, and it's kind of like a prequel to the sequel series. And in it, it talks about Leia after the events of the regular trilogy, and she's like in her political career, and she has to go do something. And one of the characters refers to her as the Hut Slayer. And I think from that moment on, Star Wars took it and said, okay, she's Hut Slayer, she's no longer Slave Leia. Because that's how she's
Wow.
known in canon. She's known as the Hut Slayer in canon.
Wow.
Dumb.
Damn political correctness.
It's a good book, though. I think it's called Leia.
Otherwise, it's a pretty good book.
It's a good book. It shows, like, Han was a deadbeat dad. It shows all that good stuff.
Instead of a slave bikini, she's probably wearing like a hoodie and some joggers or something.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Thanks, George.
Yeah.
George knew what was up.
George.
There's no bras in space. There's no bras in space, sweetie. Except for the swimsuit you're gonna wear. That's one of my favorite backstories. is
Yeah.
There's no bras in space.
No underwear.
Sorry, Carrie.
He said
No
underwear.
underwear.
Yeah.
There's no underwear in space.
That's funny. What a legend.
Way to go, George.
Alright.
George knew his audience.
George knew what was up.
We move on to question number 7, which is, and happens to be, what species stole the plans to the Death Star? Oh, that was almost in unison. Jacob almost knocking over the microphone to write his answer.
I know it.
This
I
time,
got it.
This time, I'm going to do it a little different. I'll have Sam reveal his first, and then Jacob.
Am I revealing it to you or the camera?
Whatever. But you'll
Alright, we got it written down, Austin. You want to guess? You should know this one.
probably should. Sam, you're going to reveal in 3, 2, 1. Or both at the same time. That's cool, too. Bothan.
For the Death Star 2.
Oh, a little technicality.
I
Alright.
know.
That is yeah.
It's technically, because we all know who stole the first ones.
For my level of intelligence here, it is both are an acceptable answer. It's 1 point for each. We got ourselves a race still, because it is 8-6. Jacob is still on top. Anything can happen here, because that second round might get you. We'll see what it brings. So in the first trivia game that we played, the thing that Sam and Austin had to go back and forth between is name an occurrence at any point in the Star Wars. Well, it was the
It was
first
the
six
six movies.
first 6 episodes.
Original one.
Yep.
Prequels.
Yep. Name a time in which somebody loses a hand or an arm. So they had to keep going back and forth, taking shots at it.
Okay.
And they mostly got them all, but it took some thinking towards the end, because all of a sudden you got to start passing if you don't know one. So anyway, stay tuned to see what ours is today. We got a similar one. Question number 8. Bring it on over to me. What is the largest annual pod race event? What is the largest annual pod race event?
I don't know how to spell this, but
As long as you write down an answer and it's
should be close enough, hopefully. Alright.
Jacob, what do you have?
I've got the Boonta Eve Classic.
Ooh, alright. Samuel?
Boonta Eve.
Boonta Eve. Both are correct. It is the Boonta Eve Classic. Did you get that one, Austin? Whoops, as I smack my microphone.
He doesn't like the prequels, so he probably doesn't know it.
Phantom Menace, lame.
Don't hate on the prequels. I feel like each generation gets their own, and we grew up with the prequels. Like,
I like the prequels.
No.
yeah.
Now, I guess that doesn't mean much coming from me, not like a deep roots Star Wars fanatic as yourselves, but it is what I grew up with, and it was great.
That's good.
I think my favorite material is in between after the Clone Wars and before
Okay.
that. You know, you got Rebels, you've got Andor, Rogue One. It's just so much espionage, the spy stuff. That's what Star Wars is about. And I think that's what George wanted when he created it, was to like tell the politics and the war stories. And I think that's what you really get with like Rebels and Rogue One.
Sure.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
That's probably all the stuff I'm missing out on, so I'm gonna have to watch it at some point.
Rebels is amazing. I mean, I named my son after one of the characters in that. So
He's committed.
It's a good one.
We move on. I don't know if I got out of order at one point, but this is now question.
I think we're on question 8 or not.
Shit.
9?
That was question 9. We're on to question 10. I don't know what the hell I
It's
did there.
disorder, yeah.
So, we are at 9 to 7.
Yes,
I
yeah.
have 2
last-
bonus points. I think isn't this question 8? Or no, that would be question
Apparently
9.
not.
Isn't it?
Question 9.
This is question 10.
Hit it.
Let's do it. So we got, where was Luke Skywalker originally headed to pick up power converters? Oh, I see a new follower. I wish I could make that bigger. Hey, ask and you shall receive. Hey, our oh!
Hey!
Oh! That is our first follower goal. Thank you
Oh,
very
yeah?
much.
Nice!
Super Rider O or 0, I'm sorry if I'm not reading that. Super Rider 0?
We got a first time chatter and we got our 25th follower.
That is our 25th follower.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for tuning in. That's awesome. So we're halfway to affiliate now, which is really cool for us because we got a lot of things that we want to do in affiliate. Real quick, take a break in the action. I know we're mid-question here, but we do have this podcast every other week. Sometimes Thursdays, sometimes Fridays like today. We record live on Twitch. However, you can catch all of the past recordings on YouTube. Because we're not affiliate yet, we still only have 7 days worth of savability on Twitch. So find us on YouTube as well. Once we hit affiliate, which is 50 followers, then we can... Oh, you're backing me up. I knew it was in the
It's
shot.
in the screen.
Now
It's
you
in the
just-
shot.
Now you just made it awkward.
You're in the shot, but that's,
Now I got it.
that's fine.
You want to move it some more while I'm on
Okay.
it?
You want
Oh, perfect. Yeah, great.
Get nice up and close.
Yes.
There, that's perfect. Get the beer in there too.
Yes. Consider this the reward for 25 followers. You could stare at my ugly ass mug. Alright, anyway, affiliate is, now it's in the middle of the table. Affiliate, 50 followers. Tell your friends, tell your relatives. Once we get to 50 followers, affiliate level, we'll be able to do some cool things like award points to the chat. We'll be able to have you guys mess with our stream in certain ways that makes it more exciting.
Make a profile for your dog or cat and then have them.
That's
follow.
right. Get your cats and dogs on board.
Make sure to set up a screen for them.
Thank you. Shout out to the Lakefront Brewing. Oh, we all got Lakefront Brewery today.
Yeah.
Some of Milwaukee's finest here.
Good stuff.
Good shout out. Sponsor
All right.
us, please.
I think we're ready to review.
I'm ready.
All right, reviewing question 10, which was, where was Luke Skywalker originally headed to pick up power converters?
That is
Boys, what do you have?
Toshi Station.
Toast Station.
Probably spelled this
Tashi.
wrong. Tashi.
Is it? It's
Tashi?
pronounced
Tashi?
Tashi.
It's Tashi
Oh,
Station.
it is, okay.
Gotcha.
The Tashi Station.
Is that what Luke sounded like?
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
It's
it
just a big-
sounds like a whining
I mean,
brat.
especially after you watch Rebels and you think back that Ezra and Luke were born on the exact same day. And
Were they really?
Yeah, they were both born on Empire Day. They're born on the same
Yeah,
day,
but-
but like Ezra's out here like doing crazy stuff in Rebels, taking down the Empire, saving Lothal, and Luke's back home. I want to go to Tashi Station. Come on.
Alright, we got an interesting question, bonus question 11 here, before we head into our second round. So this is the last question to
Ooh.
round number 1. Now for this question, you gentlemen will be still writing down your answer, but I want you to think of the best possible answer, because you'll both have to easy for me to say, unanimously decide which answer is truly better. And that question that I want you to ponder is, who is the worst character in all of Star Wars?
The worst.
Who is the worst character in all of Star Wars? And you'll both have to unanimously agree that one of you has it correct.
As an evil or
Just worst.
just annoying?
The one annoying, the worst. Everybody
Um,
hates that character.
I mean, I know the answer to that, but I don't know if Jake's gonna agree here.
Ooh.
So how do we unanimously? So we both get a point if it's
Yeah.
unanimous. How does this work?
Man.
Kathleen Kennedy.
Kathleen Kennedy.
That's the right answer.
That is the right answer. Oh wait, Austin's watching. Never mind.
Sorry, Austin. Not really, though.
Now, if we're talking evil,
How do the points work? If you mean unanimously, so we don't get a point for this one.
One
or
of
what?
you gets a point for the the worst character in all of Star Wars.
Oh, just like what people have said.
Sure.
oh, well, that's
I didn't give
Well,
this
that's
question.
easy.
I didn't give this question nearly as much thought as you
Is
guys
this-
are asking me questions.
Is this just like what people in like the people who watch
You
Star Wars
guys
in
can make it
general?
whatever you want.
Or is it
I
what
hate
I
that,
think
though.
is the worst character?
You hate that though.
I hate it though, because like I know what we're going for, and I know you can say the most. I know what we're going for, and honestly, there's too much hate for him. But
Him. Oh, that narrows it down.
I mean,
Is it him?
So okay, if you both write down the same answer right now, I'll give you both a point.
Well,
I
that
mean-
doesn't do anything for me. But okay, but
That doesn't do anything for me.
I don't know how to.
How do you want to handle
Whatever.
this?
I'll
I did not.
I'll do my answer,
To be honest,
and
I
whatever
didn't
happens,
expect too much of
happens.
a technicality on this question, but here we go. Look at them studiously writing. Your microphone perfectly covers it too.
Okay.
Ooh, do we have an answer? You're gonna have to reveal them at the same time in 3, 2, 1, go! Jar Jar Binks. Jar Jar Binks.
Jar Jar Binks, yeah.
Sure things.
Rose-
But actually Rose Tico.
But oh, I didn't see that down there.
Actually, what?
Actually Rose.
Oh no.
Rose Tico. Okay, so which one was Kathleen Kennedy? Because I'm thinking that was probably Rose.
No, Kathleen is
No,
the
she's a producer. Well,
president
she
of
was
Lucasfilms.
yeah, no, she's a president.
Oh!
She was like the head producer.
Okay.
Or
Yeah,
something
she's
like that.
I think she's the president
I
of
gotcha.
Lucasfilms, but she's stepping down, so
I
we won't
gotcha.
have that much. All hail Dave. Dave is our savior.
Okay, you're both getting a point on that, as promised.
I was trying to understand where you were going with that, but
No,
I think we,
No, I thought it was going to be a little bit more
I think we
unanimous.
sleuthed it out.
Jar Jar caused the fall of the Republic. There is no doubt
Go
about
on.
it.
Because he's a Sith Lord.
I mean, there is that theory, and that's probably true. But also, I mean, if he hadn't stood up and said, you know, hey, all immediate emergency power to the Chancellor, we wouldn't be in this issue. If he hadn't tripped and fallen and tripped up my boy Qui-Gon, Qui-Gon would still be alive. And, again, wouldn't have found Anakin. None of this would have happened. It all starts with Jar Jar. It all starts with Jar Jar.
He's not my
But-
least
What a bastard.
favorite
Also,
character. though.
he does, and it is sad. I don't like where this goes because, yes, I mean, he's Jar Jar. We all know. But, like, the fate that he gets, I don't know. Again, you don't read the books or anything. But, like,
Oh, another follower.
Hey.
Yoda's-
We recognize that one.
Yoda's
Yoda's the worst.
Yoda is the
She's
worst.
trying to get a rise out of you.
No, she's not wrong.
Oh,
Uh,
really?
Oh, you think Yoda's the worst?
Wait a minute. All right. You're gonna
Okay,
have to
we got a
defend yourself on that
conversation
one.
about to start
you know,
here.
Drexel here, that's my wife. That's my wife.
Ready to kick shit up.
And no, she's not wrong. She's not wrong because Yoda, and again, her point there is that Yoda would have not helped Anakin, and Anakin eventually turns dark because they kick out Ahsoka. If Ahsoka were still in the Jedi Order, there is no way on Earth that Anakin would have turned to the dark side if Ahsoka was still in the Jedi Order. That's one part. Also, what kind of advice is, you know, let your wife die? You know, I mean, sure, Yoda doesn't know that he's married and is expecting, but, like, basically tells Anakin, be okay with Padme dying. Like, what kind of advice is that? But, again, too, if Ahsoka hadn't gotten kicked out of the Jedi Order, if Ahsoka were there, she would have helped Anakin not turn to the dark side.
It's the advice of a 800-year-old goblin who hasn't gotten hanky-panky in a
Which goes back to it as well, is that, you know, they say connection and love is not part of the Jedi way. Well, you know, and again, I harp on Rebels a lot, but, like, that is the exact opposite of what Rebels is all about. Is like it shows the power of love, and that the Jedi need that, and the Force needs love. So,
Gotcha.
All right. Anyway, I hate Rose. Her character is completely useless, and there's no point of having her there in the story.
That's who I was thinking of when I saw that name on the screen.
it's not that big of a. I mean,
And she's annoying.
I hate
Yep.
Finn is up there too for me though. 'Cause,
Oh,
like,
sure.
the only part that Finn does is he just yells "Ray!"
Yeah, exactly.
Ray!
He also, well, I feel like in what's the first movie? I can't even think of it. Episode 7
Yeah.
of the
Force Awakens.
Force Awakens. Thank you. Don't know why I couldn't think of that. He feels like he's gonna be like this big character, and they kind of like build him up and everything. Like they give him a personality, and then Episode 8 hits, and suddenly the dude has no personality, and he's just there to show.
But there's that, and then in the ninth movie, in the last one, he's just like, I can feel it. I've got this little twitch of the Force. It's like, are you Force sensitive or not, buddy? Like either shit or off the pot. Like, are we Force sensitive or not?
He's trying to be the Magneto of the Force.
Yeah.
Where he finally, well, I guess that's a different scenario because he gets his powers back. But at the end of that episode, he can just barely move that chess piece. It's like, okay, there is no barely. You either have it or you don't, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, poor analogy. Are we ready to move on to the next round?
Let's see what you got.
So this round will take an equal amount of time, although it is technically just one question. You two gentlemen will be taking turns going at answering my question. So I'm going to list a question here, more or less a
Do we write it down?
situational. Yep, you'll write them down, and you'll get one by one chance to answer them. Yeah, you'll just keep taking turns until somebody either passes because they can't think of an instance in which this thing happens, and it'll go to the next player. You'll both keep going until you either both pass and you're done, or you're out of scenarios here that I have marked down.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see what you got.
I did a terrible job at explaining that, but I think we get the gist. Jar Jar is cute, though. No, not really. Maybe the idea of the character is supposed to be that way.
Last piece on that though.
Okay.
Like, it is tragic. I mean, as much as we all hate Jar Jar, if you read the books, and there is a book where it talks about what happens to Jar Jar, there's like a little, like a little sub-chapter that they throw in, and I can't remember the book. It's a good series though. That talks about how Jar Jar basically becomes a street performer on Naboo, and he's basically a clown, or a jester in a square. And people just pity him and throw him coins. And he's basically just, after all of that, a war hero, a senator, he becomes a jester and a clown.
So basically what he was before?
Yeah, but like,
You're
people
very
laugh
bad.
at him. It's really sad. And there is that too.
At least they let Jar Jar's actor come back and redeem himself as a Jedi.
Yeah, that's
Well, because he had so much hate for that actor that he got super depressed and wanted to quit acting and all that.
Really?
Yeah, and so then they finally brought him back as a character in The Mandalorian, which is really super cool to see. But yeah, all the fan hate for that character and that actor was sad.
Alrighty. Round 2.
What's our category?
So the category will be lightsaber battles.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's a good one.
So we're specifically looking at episodes 1 through 6, just because that's what I was easily able to find on the old interwebs. Episodes 1 through 6, I want you to take turns naming the lightsaber battles one at a time that you are aware of. Each time you get one, you'll get a point. You can pass if you don't know. Not recommended, because chances are the other guy knows another one.
I think we got this.
As you guess them, I'll check them off so we don't have any repeats.
Does this specifically mean lightsaber hitting lightsaber action, or just
Correct.
anytime a lightsaber is
A
shown or
lightsaber,
used in battle?
That's
Or-
I should have wrote down the actual
That's a good question.
technicality, but I believe the technicality should be a lightsaber has to touch a lightsaber.
Sword on
Okay.
sword.
Sword on sword.
That's what she said.
When those swords cross.
So how do we decide who goes first? I can't remember what we did in that last
I
episode.
think I just gave it to Austin.
Did
but
you? What a nice
I
guy.
don't remember. What
So
we did
as
exactly.
reigning champ and currently behind, I think Sam gets first dibs on this one. What do you think?
Is Sam playing with
Fair
this?
enough. Yep, both of you are competing against each other,
Okay, Sam's
naming back and forth.
Alright, so, who goes first? Do I go?
Sam goes first.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So Sam, name me a lightsaber battle.
That would be
I suppose, yeah, we didn't write these down, right? You don't need
You're
to
just
write
keeping
them.
track of
Yeah, you just.
okay. That would be
I'm crossing them off.
Obi-Wan versus Vader on the Death Star in Episode 4.
In episode 4. That is correct. Obi-Wan and Darth Vader in episode 4. It's 1 point for Sam. Jacob, it is your turn to think of one to rebuttal that point.
Duel of the Fates,
Duel of the Fates. I'm assuming you're talking about episode 3?
episode 1. Duel of the Fates, it's episode 1.
Fates.
Yes, Episode 1.
Naboo, end of it when Qui-Gon dies. It's technically called Duel of the Fates.
Ah, okay.
Maul versus Obi-Wan and
I gotcha.
Qui-Gon.
Yes, correct.
It is, well, I don't know. Is
don't
it the best battle?
I don't know. it's a shitty movie, but I think in the Last Jedi, I've really come to love the battle in Snoke's chamber.
Ooh, I do not like that one.
You don't like that
No,
battle?
I totally disagree.
I mean, I
I can
something
see so
about
many flaws with it.
I wish that it was all edited together. Like, I wish you didn't have the cut back and forth to the space scene. But like,
That scene was totally ruined for me when, like, 2 days after I watched the movie, because I saw it the night it came out or whatever, and then 2 days later I saw online of one of the Praetorian or whatever guards. He's just like moving his arms and stuff, and he's not even like doing anything like useful. He's just moving to move, and not like actually swinging at anything.
I don't know. That was
There's some really.
I'll never forget the first time seeing it though, and just like that reaction of like, oh, like when they all come together and like the slow moments and like they start going back to back. I'll never forget that part of it watching it live. But way to go!
I'll just leave it there. Okay, my turn.
Really tough time with that camera there. Sorry about that. Jesus. All right.
I'm gonna go with episode 2. Count Dooku faces off against Obi-Wan and Anakin, and then eventually Yoda.
Geonosis. Okay.
Yep.
So I'm taking your answer of Dooku versus Obi-Wan and Anakin. That is a point.
No. Well, for episode 2, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm taking your answer
Yeah.
of Count Dooku versus Anakin and Obi-Wan.
Okay. Yep, that's correct.
Jacob, it is your turn.
I'll stay on the Phantom run that I'm on here, and I'm going to say Qui-Gon versus Maul on Tatooine.
Ooh. There you go. There is indeed that prior to their escape. So far, we're 4 for 4. There are plenty more to get. Sam, what do you have?
I'm gonna go episode 3, one of the best lightsaber duels of all time. Obi-Wan versus Anakin.
Yeah,
Obi-Wan versus
Well,
Anakin.
I guess technically he's Vader at that point, but
that's a good one.
Spoilers. Yes, Obi-Wan and Anakin. There it is. Got it. I don't know why my marker is performing terribly now. Jacob, what do you got?
I'll say Obi-Wan and Anakin versus Dooku, beginning of episode 3.
also a very good one.
That's a good one.
Perfect. The rematch. 3-3 on round 2. Sam, back to you.
I'm gonna say Luke and Vader in episode 5.
Episode 5.
Also a very good duel.
Can you specify?
Yes.
We gotta be specific with these guys.
It is in the chamber on the in Cloud City with where Han was frozen in carbonite.
Sounds good. We got Luke and Darth Vader in episode 5. That's a point to you. Sam, Jacob, what do you have?
I'll say Yoda versus Palpatine, episode 3.
There you go. That is certainly one. That's another point for you, Jacob. Sam, back to you. Let's make it 5 in a row.
Are these all 9 movies or just
Just the 6.
just the 6? Okay, good.
I was too lazy and I did not look at the following trilogy.
Well, I mean, episode 6, Luke versus Vader again.
That's correct. That is indeed another lightsaber battle. That is 5 points in a row for Sam. Jacob, can you make it 5 as well?
Oh, shoot. I would have flopped on that one if I'd said it. Chancellor's Chamber, episode 3, Mace versus Palpatine.
Yes. I was looking at episode 2 for some reason. That is correct. 5 in a row for both of you. Sam, your chance to get a point out.
Gonna go episode 2, Count Dooku versus Yoda.
That's the other one we were looking for.
Oh, so that was... Oh, so you're counting that as 2 separate battles.
2 separate battles. By technicality. We need to be specific, boys. We need to be specific. Jacob, it is back to you.
Can you tell us how many are left?
Sure. I don't see why not. We have 3 remaining. We need that band. This is another good. Yep. Some background tense music. For anybody just joining us, we're listing lightsaber battles, episodes 1 through 6. Jacob has one.
Obi-Wan versus Vader, episode 4. That hasn't been said yet.
That was the first one.
That was the first one?
It's already said.
Ooh.
'Cause I don't think there's another battle in that movie, and I don't think there's another one in episode 5. I don't think so. There shouldn't be one in episode 6, because I mean you said Luke versus Vader in episode 6. I don't think there's another one in episode 6. I think there's only that one. So I think it's got to be. It's got to be
there. 4 is there.
Episode 6.
Dramatic effect. I don't know that there is. I
don't think there is.
I just felt like saying that.
I don't think there is. So it's got to be prequel. Man, why am I...
Ooh, Sam looks like he's got another one over
I
there.
got a couple more.
There was a cheeky bastard smile over there.
more. I need at least one more.
Well, if you don't get one soon, you're gonna have to
Timer's
pass.
going.
Oh, man, stop putting the pressure on. So it's... Yeah, shoot,
You're gonna have to pass.
I'm gonna have to pass.
Is that a pass?
Yeah.
That's a pass. Sam, we go back to you.
Episode 5, Dagobah, Luke versus Vader.
No, don't give him that. Don't give him that. That's a vision. That's not even a battle.
It is a vision, but it counts.
Oh,
Hey.
that's trash. That's trash. Oh, man. That's so garbage.
Back to you, Jacob.
I got another one too, so.
Uh-oh. Oh, boy.
I feel like it's gonna be some.
Put that
Pass again, it's gonna be game over. Just kidding. Not game
No,
over.
it's gonna be.
It's gonna get closer to being a tie.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna have to, you guys are gonna make me get on the internet. I'm gonna have to find a fucking tiebreaker question.
Well, I think he wins the tie, because he got
Does he?
the not bonus point on the first
Is
I mean,
round.
it counts towards his score though, so it's already
Oh, did
counted.
it? You
Yeah.
gave him one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, it's got to be a prequel, and it's got to be something that I just can't. I'm thinking it's probably it. No, that wouldn't.
I will say, one of them is very obvious that you guys have missed. The other, I would have never guessed.
So it's an obvious one that we're missing.
I'll wait till he passes.
It's got to be episode 2 or 3. I'm gonna have to. We had Dooku's 2. We had. Cause it. Oh. He doesn't bring his lightsaber out though.
always guess. If you get it wrong, you get it wrong. If you get it right, you get a point.
I got 2 of them.
You got 2 of them.
Yeah, I know the last.
Man, you got 2?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. I don't know if he's got 2.
I don't know. I
don't know if he's got 2.
I'm gonna have to pass.
This one was a surprise to me as well. Yeah, that's a pass. All right, Samuel, what do you have?
Be Grievous versus Obi-Wan.
No, don't. No.
What do you mean?
Obi-Wan didn't have his lightsaber.
Yes, he
They
did.
did. Episode 3.
Shit! I was thinking where he killed Grievous. Crud, I thought that one already got said. Yeah.
That is one.
Versus Obi-Wan.
Because Grievous is who I was thinking. I was like, okay, so he never brings his lightsaber out in the beginning of the third episode, and then
But later on.
Later on, he doesn't. Obi-Wan doesn't have his lightsaber. Yeah, but in that middle scene with Grievous, yes, he does. It's a great battle.
Yeah.
Well, hello
And
there.
you missed
Hello
it.
there.
Just like our hook to get you into the stream. All right, boys.
One more, right?
There is one left. So Sam was
I
guessing that
think
last one.
I got it.
So we come back to Jacob.
Can I get any kind of hints or?
This is definitely the harder of the two. I wouldn't, as a novice, intermediate. As an intermediate Star Wars fan myself, I would never have guessed this one. But on a technicality,
It's going to be something stupid on a technicality, and I don't like it.
It is.
it does count. And actually,
I'm going to lose on a technicality.
I will give you a hint, just because I don't know for sure. It occurs during the time frame of episode 3.
Yep.
During the time frame of episode?
I think it's in the movie.
It is.
Is it? Okay.
How can it be it but not? Is it a vision?
I took these from the internet,
Don't-
so I wasn't quite sure
Don't give them more.
thinking about this. I know, I'm not giving any more hints. I just wasn't sure.
Alright,
if it
It's
was-
during the time
If
frame.
you give them any more, I mean, you already gave them episode 3. I think that's enough.
Sam's trying to secure a win
Something
here.
Trying to
stupid. It's going to be
secure
like
my
a
win.
vision or something, but I don't.
I don't think there were any visions
No,
in
there's
episode 3.
not of a lightsaber.
Oh, this is the sand people. No.
It can't be.
Oh,
I mean, I'm going to be
so
real
right.
pissed if it's something like that. I mean, it's got to be a lightsaber. Oh, you. Order 66
What specifically happens?
kills the younglings, but I mean, I don't think you actually ever see. I don't think you actually ever see.
You don't see a
Anakin
lightsaber
draw his
touch.
sword.
You don't see a lightsaber touch a lightsaber in there.
But you know he had to have.
Yeah.
Yeah, Order 66.
You know he had to have. Hang on, I just have to look up
That's-
this character.
I don't think. I know who it is.
I mean, because
The fact that you're looking up a character, I know what it is.
Come on, Google. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to count Order 66, you could, but I mean, it's
It's not Order 66.
because
He never actually crosses another lightsaber like on screen in Order 66.
Okay.
no. So I mean, if it's not, I mean, if it's during it, it wouldn't have been Luke and Yoda, or it wouldn't have been Obi-Wan and Yoda, because they just kill troopers. Okay, I want to hear what
Are you
this is.
are you passing?
Yeah, pass it. I want to hear what this.
The game kind of relies on this. Are you sure you don't want to brandish an answer here?
Just throw something out, even if it's wrong, and it will be wrong.
It's gonna. No, Orders. It's gonna be so stupid.
It's going to be so stupid, he says.
It is going to be stupid.
Fine, just do it. Pass.
It's a pass. Sam, what do you have?
Kit Fisto versus Palpatine.
No,
that's
no,
the
no.
chancellor's. That's the chancellor's.
No, we still got ourselves a ball game here.
Oh man.
Jacob, back to you.
Okay.
I know know who Kit Fisto is. Come on.
Okay, I don't know that.
Give me a break.
No, I mean, if it's episode 3,
It is episode 3.
if it's episode 3, I don't think it's going to be at the beginning because,
I hope I don't get slammed for this.
and it's not Palpatine. We got both the Palpatine questions. The Grievous only draws his lightsaber once. Dooku only does it once. So, I mean, then it would be Anakin. And we had the Anakin battle. And then if it's not Order 66... I don't know when a Sith blade would have touched anyone. We ran out of set.
Or did we?
We ran out of Sith. I mean, there's no other...
Did we?
It is in episode 3, though?
I think so. I know so. I just don't know if it happened in episode 3 or one of the anime or. No.
I thought it was just movies.
Yeah, I think I'm like 99% sure it's in the movie.
I don't like this. I want
If
the
he calls
answer. I want the answer, and then I want a bonus question.
he's ready to call
We're
bullshit.
technically tired, and I don't like where this is going.
I
don't like this. There's no logic.
I'm just trying to go through the movie in my head.
No, there is no. I mean, because Sith on Jedi Blade, there is no other.
Or is there?
I don't think you know if there is.
I'm 99% sure I know that there is. Because I read it on Reddit. I read it squared.
Oh boy.
Somebody's got to get it.
No, I
don't think you.
I want the answer.
Honestly don't think
Does
either
anyone
of you are
in
gonna get this.
the chat know this
Yeah,
one?
anybody in the chat got a guess? What's the last and final technical lightsaber duel that we're looking for?
It's probably not even in
It's
episode
not.
3.
It's not much of a duel. But indeed, there are lightsabers.
Give it to us. What do we got?
Lightsabers touching.
When do these swords
You
cross?
just want him to go with it so I don't guess and get it, potentially.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
On a technicality, in episode 3, on a hologram, Anakin is seen taking down Syndraulic.
Who?
Oh, in
Syndraulic.
the hologram when they're rewatching the footage from the Jedi Temple.
Oh, just
and Anakin.
a random Jedi.
Yeah.
I said Order 66. Give it to me. That is Order 66.
I don't think that's Order 66.
That is Order
That's-
66.
Oh, there's anarchy! There's anarchy in the chat! Oh my god!
That is Order 66. Absolutely.
Okay, well, since there's a commotion from a certain somebody. Whoops, wrong camera. Hello, that's me. We're gonna call it as tied. We're 17-17.
All right, you better have a bonus
All right.
question.
Bonus
That was in
question.
your favor. So we're tied at 17-17. How the hell am I gonna find a bonus question? After I
Was
had
that
to,
the only back and forth question that you had? Was about lights?
Yeah, just let's do.
lightsaber
Should I
battles?
try and find something else cheeky here?
Oh, give us a question. Oh, chat, you got a good
Ooh,
one?
Chat's
All right.
got one.
Well then I don't
Star
know
Wars
that-
trivia question.
I like this. I
Only
like the chat
movies.
questions.
Only movies.
I got a good one.
Give us one.
I'm gonna look something else up.
Maybe
too.
whoever-
In the
maybe
meantime, I want to hear this one.
Just in
Whoever
case.
guesses it first gets the point.
No.
Or do we
write it down.
Or do we
Write it down.
Oh, write
Write
it
it
down.
down.
Write it
Yeah,
down.
play by the rules. Play by the rules.
Alright.
I'm gonna look up something else too.
Yeah,
Just
give us
in
another
case.
question just for fun.
There it is. When Yoda dies in Episode 6, he was covered in a blanket. What was that blanket?
What?
Ooh, what? Capital letters, emphasis on what? What was that blanket? You both are staring at me like like I would know what this is.
I don't know what that is.
You have
I
stumped.
feel like I've heard this question before.
Okay, well, think
Because
about it.
it's a very good. I think it is something unique.
Is it like a type of fiber, or is it like a...
What?
Oh,
No,
this
I-
is somebody's cloth or blanket.
It's something.
I have the ability to cheat, and I'm gonna look it up because I'm curious.
I think it is.
But it did belong to somebody.
I think. I mean, I'm just gonna say it because I don't think you have any.
I mean, I have a guess, but
Oh,
I know
What's
it's,
your guess?
That's really cool.
Write it down. What's your guess?
Okay.
That's
I mean,
really
it's,
cool. I did not know
it's
that.
100% wrong.
Huh.
This is gonna sound so dumb when I show everybody. But I'll look like a big idiot.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go!
Yaddle sack.
Yoddles. I thought
Luke's
that said Yoda's
beige
sack. He covered himself in
baby
his
swaddle?
sack.
Baby swaddle?
No.
Mm,
No. See, I remember.
both are incorrect.
Okay.
I remember seeing something like that. That's a pretty good question.
Alright, give us the answer,
What was
and
the
then we
answer?
need another question.
Yeah, I'm on it. You know what? I should ask AI.
It was Qui-Gon's cloak.
Really? Wow.
That's really cool. I didn't know that.
That's cool. Now we know.
Yeah, because if they were communion, yeah. that'd be-
Now we know for next Star Wars trivia
Yeah, right.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we've incorporated AI into every single episode.
Can we trust AI with a...
Absolutely. AI knows everything. Whoops, sorry.
Well,
Here we
we'll
go.
see. We'll see about this.
Yeah.
Ooh, I gotta allow the microphone. Give me a really hard Star Wars trivia question and answer.
Oh, Qui-Gon.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I forgot to hit the send button. Okay, here's a really tough one for you. Question. What specific type of ore found on a particular outer rim planet was crucial in the development of the cloaking technology used by separatist warships during the Clone Wars? And what was the name of the planet? So we're looking for an ore.
It said what was the name of the ore and what was the name of the planet. Okay, we can't trust AI. This is...
What? What do you mean you can't trust
It's
AI?
asking two questions in one.
Well, maybe they're bonus. It's a bonus.
Wow.
What?
I don't think it's the the cloaking thing is the thing that I think the answer is probably Tiberium.
What specific type of ore found on a particular outer rim planet was crucial in the development of the cloaking technology used by separatist
Oh,
warships?
so it's
during the
asking for an
Clone
outer
War?
rim planet that has that ore.
It's asking for the ore and that planet it was found on.
Oh.
Too hard? Okay.
Yeah,
Is it Tiberium?
No.
that's a doozy.
Next.
It was hypermatter and it was found on Aten 2.
No,
Yeah.
that's a stupid question.
That's a bad question. Something
Shit.
to do with the
I was
movies.
not expecting a tie. 17 points each of you had. What are the odds of you both getting a tie here?
I know, pretty crazy.
Uh,
We know our Star Wars stuff, obviously.
I should have really had a...
Except for hypermatter and whatever that planet was.
Give me a less hard question.
Yeah, we did Star Wars trivia at a pub once, and my wife will never let me lay it down that the one question that I missed was, what does TIE stand for in TIE Fighter? And so that's Twin Ion Engine.
You got one?
Fucking eye roll here. This is not the question I'm going to ask you guys, but I asked Gemini to dial it down a little bit.
But we got a confirmation AI is dumb.
Yeah.
Chat
Hypermatter is
confirmed.
used for fuel, not cloaking. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah,
AI
chat
is dumb.
confirmed AI is dumb.
Yeah. Okay, what
We're not
what
using
did you
AI.
ask?
Anyway, good thing the game didn't depend on that question.
Yeah.
So I asked it to dumb it down and not give me such a hard question. Here's the question it gave me. What was the name of Han Solo's iconic freighter?
Oh,
Really? What could it possibly
What
be?
could it be? Alright, nerd. Thanks thanks for joining. You
Thanks
found
for joining, yeah.
you found our game, which is perfectly what you were looking for here.
I like it.
That's awesome. How'd you find us, by the way? Just search for Star Wars, or I always like to ask, how did people find us so we can do more of it? All right, Gemini, give me like an actual, yeah, give me. Okay, I'm just gonna tell it. Okay, a little harder than that.
Looking for Star Wars Unlimited card game players. Oh,
Oh, sorry we disappointed, but thanks for sticking around this long.
yeah.
That I've got to
for
try.
watching.
Okay, let's step it up a notch, Gemini says. Here's a Star Wars trivia question that's a bit more challenging. What was the designation given to the elite group of clone commandos who served under Jedi General Arligan Zay during the early stages of the Clone Wars? Easy for me to read.
Who?
Jedi General Arligan Zay.
I don't know.
Alright.
What was the designation? It's probably not right. What was the
I was gonna say I know the designation for the clone commanders, but
Yeah.
What was the designation given to the elite group of clone commandos? It also says commandos, so
commandos.
Are we looking at like ARC troopers or clone commandos?
write down your answer. The specific question says, what was the designation given to the elite group of clone commandos who served under Jedi General Arligan Zay during the early stages of the Clone Wars?
early stages of the clone. Well, this is first of all, this is not a movie question.
No, clearly we're just asking Gemini what questions there are out there. I'm going to ask her for another one just in case this one.
Yeah, and I would also like just do a good old Google question.
Okay, I'm just gonna, okay.
Yeah.
Like the first.
Yeah,
Say no more,
Can we
say
get
no
rid
more.
of AI here?
Yeah, I don't think she's.
Super Rider, you know that one?
ARC troopers are commandos.
Well, it was like the Bad Batch, whatever their designation was. I forget what it's called though.
Yeah, the Bad Batch. But they were cloned.
Here's a question for you. What was the Ford Mustang GTT's time on the Nürburgring? Let's switch up the topic.
Yeah, let's
Just
not.
kidding.
The Bad Batch. That would have been like Clone Force 99.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, Clone Force 99. I'd never heard of that Jedi.
Yeah. me either.
Oh, okay. We have a phoned in question
Okay. Nice.
from the lovely Katie. She has messaged me a question that she thinks might be
There we go.
acceptable.
Thank you,
A
Katie.
proper host from upstairs.
Oh, and I was gonna roast her because she spelt something wrong, but she quickly corrected herself.
Okay. Good.
Shut up, I'm helping you, she says. Alright, in The Return of the Jedi, what is the name of Jabba the Hutt's pet? That is a good one. I remember reading it once, but I could not tell you what it is.
Yeah.
I think Super Riders. Yeah, Super Riders got it. I remember reading it once, but good luck, gentlemen. There's no way I'm going to remember it. I suppose I have to Google it. Kind of running the show here. Jabba. But if neither of you are going to get... How do we solve this thing? How do we...
You're the host. I was assuming that
Jabba
You have some backup
the Hutt.
questions or something?
something out something.
We're going to have to move on to cars or beers or something. Pet name. Yep, there it is.
I can take a guess.
Guess it.
I don't know. This is total guess. Green stove.
Oh.
Is that it?
Queen Cell? That is not it.
Okay.
He's an
I
ugly
don't know.
fucker, too.
Yeah.
It's like you got the big ears. Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can picture him. He's got the big ears.
How'd that go? And a giveaway from the audience.
Salacious
Focus
Chrome.
Chrome.
Yep.
Yeah, dang. We should have known that.
Okay, well, now I'm panicking because I need to find
That was a good one, Katie.
question. Reddit knows, right? Reddit, Star Wars Wars trivia, and I'm just gonna leave it general and see what comes up with.
Just one tiebreaker. That's all we need.
I'm just
One
working on
decent tiebreaker.
obscure trivia.
Not too hard. Not too obscure, but
I mean, if it were like movies and TV shows,
Yeah,
it's fine.
some
I don't want some like
Salacious
book
Crumb.
that
That
was.
is a good question because that is something I've
That was a
seen
good
before.
one. Yeah.
What was her?
I don't need a question from a book that was written in 1982 that I just only sold 400
In
copies.
episode 6, when Leia was a bounty hunter, what was her bounty hunter name? That is a good question.
That's a good question.
That is a good question, and I don't know the answer to it.
Also, what the fuck? I'll repeat. What are the odds you both tie at 17 points?
And then we have 3 questions we can't answer.
Yeah, then we're really whipping out the hard ones.
Yeah.
No, that's a good question because I remember.
I feel like I've heard it before.
Yeah.
At least a couple of times.
I mean, heck, they made a whole Lego.
Oh yeah, they
Statue
did.
head of it,
Yeah,
yeah.
they did. Yeah.
Bob. Yeah.
Still want to get out of there.
I almost said Bosk, but Bosk is a different
No,
bounty
he's the
hunter.
big guy.
Yeah, but it's something like. It sounds like Bosk, I thought. No, it's not Tashi, it's not Bosk, it's.
Vosk.
Come on,
Yeah.
we're
That's a tough one.
Was it Bosk?
No, it's
No,
not Bosk.
it's not
It's
Bosk.
close. It's close. It's.
Vosk.
No,
Bash.
it's not.
Bosh, bam, boom.
Dorn. It's either a
Bash.
D or a B. Brood. Bausch. Yes. Yes. It's like I can see it. I just can't. It's like it's something like Bosk, but it's not Bosk because Bosk is a Trasdorian or whatever. It is.
Trandoshan?
Trandoshan. Yeah.
How about this one? How many times does Obi-Wan say that Anakin has saved his life?
He says 9 because the time doesn't count.
Yeah,
Okay, well,
that's what I was gonna say.
there you go, looking for another
We
question.
should have. Yeah.
Maybe we'll write them down, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna write them down for this time.
Keep on scrolling I go.
What planet does it not count on?
Oh, here's the perfect tiebreaker.
Talk about.
Okay, so this is like a The Price is Right kind of question.
We don't know that question. That's not canon. Anyways, go ahead. I'm sorry.
This is going to be like a Price is Right kind of question, and this will end this all.
Okay.
This is the final question of the night. We are not doing any other tiebreakers.
Okay.
I just gotta make sure that it's correct. Okay. How much time, I'm looking for hours and minutes, how much time would it take to watch all canon movie and TV material?
So is this like a whoever's closest?
Whoever's closest. You can go over, I don't care. Whoever's closest.
Okay. All what? Tell me again. What is it? All.
It specifically
canon.
says how much time would it take to watch all canon movie/TV material.
I'm assuming this is the updated stuff that is.
As of.
The comment was written 8 years ago.
Oh, come
That's
on!
trash. That's trash. God damn it.
I was gonna say that's
Is that before
pre-
Rebels?
That's
Fuck.
pre.
Hang on. I like to.
Pre-sweet
Hang on.
sequels?
Chat, don't say anything
Is it
about that question.
2015?
I want to Google it and see if I can find a modern answer to that one. Because I like that style of question.
Yeah.
Who's going to be closer?
Now you have to go through and like add up all the time yourself.
Yeah, it's got to be a question that's out there on the internet too.
How. Yeah, somebody's got to know. How long would it take to watch all Star Wars movies? Should I just title it like that, or how do you want me to title the question?
That's fine.
And shows. Come on, really? You're not going to search now?
Katie said, how many languages can C-3PO speak?
During what movie?
I feel like that was in our first episode.
Did he say
Oh no,
different
he
numbers?
gave the
It's
chances.
different numbers.
Okay. It's an AI answer, so you're probably not gonna like it.
Nope, definitely not.
Screen Rant. Is Screen Rant a...
Yeah, that's probably good
Okay.
enough.
How long does it take to watch all of Star Wars? Star Wars canon totals entire days of content that includes movies and shows both in and beyond the Star Wars. Fuck my mouth!
Can you talk?
No, apparently I can't. Okay, let's try this again.
Super Rider said he found the answer.
Okay, well, tough shit. I'm the host here. Star Wars canon totals entire days of content that includes movies and shows both in and beyond the Skywalker saga. It also includes new Star Wars content has already been planned. What? Oh, Jesus Christ. What kind of argument? Okay, I don't give a shit if it's the right answer or not. We're doing this thing. I have a number in front of me. Watching all
Guess the
Star...
number in front of me.
It specifically says... Watching all Star Wars movies and shows would take you around this much time to watch. What is it? I'm looking for hours and minutes. If you want to convert that into... No, I'm not going to say that.
Wait, so hours and minutes of...
I'm looking for hours and minutes watching all of Star Wars content. How long would it take you?
just
closest
all
person.
Star Wars content?
All Star Wars.
Jeez. It was like 9 movies at like 2 hours each. Oh, it's gonna be
He's going to bust out his calculator. Okay, so this specifically includes movies, Clone Wars, Rebels, Bad Batch, Mandalorian, Kenobi, and Boba Fett.
Ooh. No Andor?
No Andor.
Okay, I'll keep it then. I had Andor, but I forgot about Boba Fett. 'Cause Boba
Wait,
Fett's
so can you say the name of them
hot
again?
trash.
Yep, we got all the movies.
Movies.
We got Clone Wars, Rebels, Bad Batch, Mandalorian,
Oh.
Kenobi, and Boba Fett.
No Acolyte or Skeleton Crew.
No, we're not doing the movies. We're not doing
You said
Acolyte or
no,
Skeleton Crew.
Bad Batch, Mando, and what?
Kenobi and
Boba
Boba Fett.
I do love Skeleton Crew. Acolyte was hot trash. So was Boba Fett.
Boba Fett was absolute steaming garbage.
Except for one episode. And that
Where Mando saved it.
when Mando saved it. That might be
Shark
one.
comes
That
to
may
save
be
the
one of my
day.
favorite. That may be one of my favorite pieces of Star Wars content, though.
Really?
Yeah, that episode. Just because I think him flying the Starfighter for the first time, that gave me goosebumps. That
Okay.
was a goosebump moment for me. Probably one of my favorite Star Wars moments. Is him flying that. Yeah. I don't know, what's a goosebump moment for you?
In Star Wars? Oof. I don't know. I'll have to think about that one.
I think
When Jar Jar gives power.
so. This is how
Really got me
So
going.
this is how freedom dies,
This is how-
with thunderous applause.
Thunders.
No, I do think the battle in The Last Jedi, that was like, oh, moment for me. And then that episode of the Boba Fett, when Mando takes the flight, that was super cool. And of course, you had cool moments like Vader and Luke showing up in the hallway scenes.
Sure.
I mean, the hallway scenes are cool, but I don't know. I think it's the flight. Oh, Force Awakens when they're flying to evade those TIE fighters on Jakku. That was another goosebump moment when they're flying through the Star Destroyers.
Sure.
Yeah.
The whales in the finale of Rebels.
Yeah.
Sam, it's an answer. It's not an essay. What are you doing over there?
I'm adding
He's
up.
doing basic arithmetic.
I hope he's right. You already got your answer down?
Yeah.
All right.
I think Ahsoka had some good moments in it too for some goosebumps because I mean you had just kind of that reunion. You know, the reunion was super cool, and I don't know. I do get very emotional anytime I see the whales.
The whales.
The whales get me very emotional.
Alright.
Alright, so...
Movies, Clone Wars, Rebels, Bad Batch, Mando, Boba Fett, Kenobi.
Yes.
Alright.
I think I'm gonna be under, but
I'm probably gonna be under too, but...
Alright, Jacob, show us your time.
I said 190 hours.
Sam, what do you have?
174 hours and 21 minutes.
Damn. There's a clear winner.
Oh.
There is a clear winner.
174. Please be near 174.
Just verifying here.
Do we get to know the winner?
Who is the winner?
And that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for joining us.
That's some real suspense you're trying to build here, Colin.
The total time it would take for you to watch all of the aforementioned films, animated series, and movies would be 170 hours and 39 minutes. Samuel is our winner of the night!
Yeah!
18 points to 17 points.
Wow, I was close. I was only 4 hours off.
Okay.
That was very close.
Dang.
Turns out your arithmetic over there really did some... You
It
want to show
did.
your work to the class?
It really helped me out.
You really sleuthed it out over there. Damn.
Oh.
Yeah, we made a grave mistake.
Wow.
Alright, nice job.
You
Nice
did
job.
come very close. That was crazy.
Did it include Kenobi?
Yes.
Even still. So you did. See, I think I should have cut my one series in half. Probably is what I should have done. Because I had like 9 hours for Andor or Ahsoka. And then.
I did. Well, 9 movies, 2 hours roughly each movie.
Well, it's 11 movies, though.
Oh, crap.
It's
Yeah,
11
I
movies.
missed 2 movies.
Oh, you missed 2 movies?
Okay, well, it worked out in my favor. I would have been
Nice.
4 hours off, more off.
Good thing you
Either way.
rounded up on other things.
Clone Wars is about 12 hours a season, times 7 seasons. Rebels, 4 seasons, around 12 hours again. Bad Batch was 2 seasons, about 4 hours a season. Mando was 3 seasons, about 7 hours a season. Boba Fett was about 4 hours, maybe 3
Yeah, I
and a half.
probably did my math too fast, yeah. Because I think I had too much for a couple of those. But that was a good question.
A very well played game by both of you. I did not think it was going to come down to being this close.
I
The
actually-
first game was not that close.
I actually thought he was going to win it, before this.
Sure.
I liked the battle question.
Okay,
was
good.
pretty-
Yeah, the lightsaber battles was
Yeah,
good.
was it?
The
interesting.
hand
Very
one
good
was... I
question.
think I already deleted my note. Well, I guess we're not going to go
Oh
through
yeah,
that
you should
anyway,
give
but-
him the arms. The arm question.
The arm question?
Yes.
I wasn't going to go through it because it's just so many. I know I deleted the note. Let me see if it's still like in my trash.
I think it was like 11 arms were cut off or something like that in
Yeah.
Star Wars. I'm gonna get my cap here.
Yeah, just see how far I could actually go, but yeah.
Well,
It's,
it was deleted.
Well,
But-
see if you can. How many did we get? We did get all of them eventually.
Yes. Yep.
Well, here
You
we'll
just
give you.
gotta go through the episode on YouTube. On YouTube, you can catch the past
Gotcha.
episode where we went through all the hands and arms removed throughout the series of Star Wars. This has been Trivia Night for Star Wars #2. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I think for the next episode we need to get Austin in here as well.
Yes.
Get a 3-person game going on and just make this absolutely
That'd be
crazy.
awesome.
Build onto it. I like that. I like the Star Wars trivia. It also brings back some good memories too about different
Sure.
stuff.
There you go. Yeah, you're thinking about scenes that you probably haven't thought about in a while too.
Are you a Lord of the Rings fan at all?
I am, but I'm not into it as much as I should be. I'll watch it like every few years, but not as much.
I'd say we might have to do some Lord of the Rings trivia sometime too.
Oh boy. All right.
That'd be good.
You're gonna have to find yourself a competitor though, because I don't think anybody's gonna be able to touch you.
What about Lish? She wanted to
Oh.
talk about Lord of the Rings for a long time.
Yeah.
So she
we'll
could
have
do
to
it.
ask her. A fair point.
Yeah.
I forgot that. Yeah, you guys like started going off on a tangent about that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. At some point too with this, I mean, once we get our permanent set and we have a little bit more space to breathe than just this counter of my bar, I want to do like more game show style things, and I know Jake has one planned for like Pokemon specifically. We could plan other ones around like beer or I don't know, geography, anything really. Come up with more game show ideas, and then we can have like 2 teams of 2, 2 teams of 3,
Yeah.
and everybody's in the shot because we have a camera to cover both sides anyway. But that's anyway the long-term goal with this, I think.
Yeah.
Not just podcasting, but games as well.
And if you guys want to see more, make sure to follow us so we can get to 50 followers, and then we can become affiliates on Twitch, and then we can do a lot of other cool stuff once we hit that milestone.
Yeah.
You can get channel points, and you guys can redeem your points to make us do stuff or interact with our show in some sort of way. So it'd be cool to get to that point.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely looking forward to it. We're halfway there. The next goal starts up to 50 follows.
Mm-hmm.
Looking forward to it.
I feel like I've been a big hit, so you might have to have me back.
Yep, I think it's
definitely
just a
will.
Maybe
given.
that'll be the reward too for your followers is to
There you go.
Yeah.
you get to 50 and you can have me back.
If we reach 26 followers, we'll bring Jake back. Yeah. Well, too bad Kelly couldn't stick around. Kelly, I hope you enjoyed the rerun. If you made it all this way through here, through our shenanigans. But yeah, thanks everybody for joining us. If you stuck with us all the way through, we greatly appreciate that. Tell your friends. Tell your uncles and aunts. We need more followers so we can get to that affiliate level.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, have a good night. We'll see you in 2 weeks, hopefully.
Sounds good. We'll see you guys then. Thank you.